Wish we knew how it happened, but I can tell you when it happened. It happened about 7:30 or so this morning. But let me tell you where I'm at right now. I am in the city of Warren. There's actually two places where the trains, the cars went off the tracks. It's 151 cars, and 16 of them went off. I'm on 9.5 mile. That's Stephens and Schoenherr. And Ken, why just if you could, you can see here, just beyond those trees and just south of where I'm at is where the actual train, those cars went down. But let me show you this. Let's take a look at this video that was shot early this morning from our drone. 7:30 or so this morning, 16 rail cars heading to Detroit from Canada go off the track. Now, two major intersections are blocked. The one that I'm at right now, Stephens and Schoenherr, and then again, 10 Mile and Groesbeck. Now, these 16 cars, they did not contain any hazardous material. However, of the 151 cars, 3 cars did contain some hazardous material. Luckily, they were not damaged. I'm told that had they been damaged, they weren't too far from where those other cars that went off the track, that there would have been a major problem. Now, this is a Canadian train starting from Canada, and it was intending to go to Detroit. The speed of the train, I'm told, is about 40 miles an hour at the time of the collision. Now, I did get a chance to speak to Skip McAdams. He is the fire commissioner for the city of Warren. He was on the scene, and here's what he basically said about this derailment.
3 of them are what we call tanker cars carrying the products, including the base for alcohol as well as liquid chlorine. All of those 3 cars are all upright. The one car carrying the liquid alcohol base is leaking a little.
Any injuries at all? Any danger to the community?
No danger, absolutely no danger to the community. It will create traffic backups.
Know what caused the derailment?
No, it's too early to understand that. From what we can see, there is track that's destroyed and there's cars laying on the side. We don't know whether the track failed or whether a car failed, but we do know that there was no involvement of a truck or a passenger car striking the train. That wasn't the issue.
All right, let me give you a little update right now. About 2 o'clock this afternoon, all of the good cars, and it was about 135 cars that remained on the train, they brought a new engine in, they hooked up the good cars, and they shipped them back to Canada, I'm assuming. So now we're dealing with the 16 cars that are off the track. Now here's what they have to do. They brought in already some heavy equipment. You're gonna see a lot more of this at 6 o'clock, but this is heavy duty, bulldozers with gigantic cranes, and the idea here is to take the 16 cars off the track, then repair the track, then put the 16 cars back on the track and ship them away to wherever they're going to go. Detroit, Flat Rock, Toledo, that was the route that the train was going to take. Now, how long is this going to take? I'm told that they're going to work overnight, and they're going to try to get this done by tomorrow sometime, possibly by afternoon. How much do these cars weigh? These cars, they're called cars, a little under 300,000 pounds. So these are big cars. Some of them were filled, some of them we don't know what they're filled, but it's all freight, no passengers. And again, I want to emphasize there are no injuries at all. Only 2 people were on the train, a conductor and an engineer. One drives the train, one checks to make sure everything is okay. And the big question, of course, right now is what was the cause of this derailment? We just don't know at this time. It can only be one of 2 things, kind of narrowing it down in simplistic forms. Possibly part of the cars were messed up or the track was messed up. And that's not real train talk. That's just simplifying what happened. But they just don't know. Anyway, we're here, very active scene, as you can see, all behind me, and down there, that's where the derailment took place. I'm in Warren, I'm live, I'll send it back to you guys.
Yeah, one question is how it happened. The next question that probably most people care about is when will they finally clean it up? You gave us a little bit of a timeline, but we're in rush hour now. We got another rush hour tomorrow morning. People really have to plan accordingly.
Yeah, don't go to this area. So really the perimeters are from like 9 Mile to 10 Mile to Schoenherr to Groesbeck. If you are from Warren and Macomb County area, you know that this is a very big area. And again, Groesbeck kind of zigzags a little bit, so it kind of messed up 2 different crossings. 151 cars, that's a big deal. Now, they may be able to get some of it open, perhaps a little bit north of where I'm at, but the big problem is here. And again, bringing those heavy-duty equipment in to remove those nearly 300,000-pound cars, yeah, it's going to take a while. It's going to take all night. But the bottom line here, no injuries. But they're going to get some work done, probably overnight. They've got lights and all. The feds are here right now. They're coming in. They're figuring out what's going on. And but they're going to try to get this whole thing open by tomorrow, hopefully by tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow morning, avoid it. Don't come around here.
Yeah.